Hello, everyone. Hope you're doing well, and welcome to this evening's little spontaneous live stream for you all here on a Sunday evening. Yeah, we got a little bit of a move on Bitcoin. I'm honestly just loving it right now. I'm just having so much fun with these trades, and I just felt like, hey, let's go live. Let's share the spirit. Let's share the excitement, and yeah, let's have a good time together. So yeah, I hope that you are all doing very well indeed. Let's bring over the comments. I'm actually live on a few different places right now, but we'll start off on YouTube. Hello, my friends. And yesterday I'd done a YouTube update, then a Champions live stream, and now and now another YouTube update here. So here we are, a true champion. As I said, I'm honestly just enjoying giving the content out right now. It's a lot of fun indeed. With that, we'll show you what we're in right now, what the trades are doing, and what we are looking at locally. So actually gave out in my Champions live stream this morning. I was explaining why I actually was favoring a move to the upside next. And well, that prediction was pretty nice, as we are clearly seeing a move up during the whole day. And I took two longs. I am long on Pepe, have a surprise, long on Pepe and long on Flocky right now. Those are the two altcoins that I've been enjoying. And we are actually seeing about 1.5% move on Bitcoin. So we're currently pulling back ever so slightly here, right, from the daily naked point of control, which is at 68,300. And this was a very interesting naked point of control because it was slightly front run on this candle here by literally $4. So the high here was 68,296. So yeah, we had this wonderful kind of naked point of control, just $4 above the high. But this is obviously our naked point of control from yesterday. But it's been a funny old 48 hours, really, hasn't it? The weekend, big move to the upside on Saturday, of course, hitting into that monthly naked point of control, coming all the way back down to take out the liquidity at 66,800. Bounce back up, holding the lower high, holding the higher low, and obviously now we got a little bit of consolidation going on. I don't ever class this as like a perfect triangle, but it does remind us, right, of this kind of constricting price action where we are building up the higher lows, we are building the lower highs at the moment, and it just falls nicely into this kind of triangle. If I just show you something temporarily, we look at the value area high of this. Of course, this is what we're looking at as very key. We can see how that can line up with the top of this triangle as well, right? So if this does something like this, we can see the top of the triangle on that value area high. So we have a little bit of extra confluence for just remaining range bound for now, right? We got the CME open in what we're looking at about 3 hours time. We got the CME open. So yeah, if you have any questions, shout out your questions. Here to just give some help and have some fun this evening with you all. So yeah, I hope that you are all very good indeed. Let me see. Loving making video. I truly am ready to be a champion. Chris Crash, you're going to absolutely love it. Champions, we are having a lot of fun indeed. Would you be able to be so kind to tell you the name of the order flow software? So yeah, the order flow software that I'm using, the order flow software I use anyway is called ExoCharts. But our coaches have a few different preferences. We are across the main ones. I have a personal preference for Exo. Igor has a personal preference for Quant Tower, and Severin has like a personal preference for Attis. So we're actually across the three, but yeah, I personally just use ExoCharts. For me, I would say of the three, like my style of trading is the most simple, so to speak, most like kind of simple analysis, simple order flow readings, whereas Igor is, ultra in depth with it. But for me, yeah, I'm doing well. I'm trading really nicely, and yeah, I just keep it nice and simple. So yeah, that I just use ExoCharts, which I've been using now for quite a while. So yes, let's see what we're gonna get during this stream then. So yeah, Bitcoin. Currently pulling back from that 68,300 daily naked point of control. If you're wondering why I took these longs on Pepe and Flocky, it was actually really, really simple. I'm going to try and find. Actually, I remember somebody showing this. This is the beauty of the Champions group, because I actually saw it. There you go. something like this. This is the exact setup that I gave today. On Pepe. So why did I long Pepe? This was the setup that I gave. Basically, pull back to the value area low, which happens, right? We pull back to this value area low zone, actually slightly below it. And really simply, this was the overall idea. Just the intraday pullback into a support zone, holding up on some higher lows, and then continuation to the upside. Yeah, people... how do you access Flocky on Bybit on TradingView? It only shows me Flocky spots. You want to use this one, my friend. Let me show you how I've got it loaded up to Flocky. Then, of course, I go on crypto, exchange source. Of course, I'm trading on Bybit. Okay, so yeah, in that case, yeah, on TradingView, then you can only look at the spot pair. It is what it is. So yeah, this will be then charting. Okay, yeah, so this is charting Flocky spot. But what we can see here, we're currently trading on Flocky spot 7175. We're currently trading Flocky, the perpetual swap at 17502, right? This is trading 17518. So I mean, we're talking about extremely close price levels. There's really small, tiny amount of difference between the two. Okay, so that's just something to, really understand it. The difference between what we're looking at here on the perpetual swap and the spot chart, it's minuscule. Okay, the difference is very small. Okay, they're pretty much the same. We're talking about, tiny difference. So it's not going to make too much. But yeah, Bybit, hurry up and get the perpetual swap added, please, because that's the one we want to chart. Anyway, back to Bitcoin a second. Yeah, for me, it's kind of simple. For now, I would like to, obviously, I have a short at the moment from, and this is on my, what I call the aggressive trading account. So I have a short at the moment from the monthly naked point of control up here. And I have a long average entry all the way back down at $60,000. So I'm still in this short, and I'm still in the long, of course. And I do have more of a bullish bias. Overall, I'm actually expecting higher prices to come. So I really would like to see $70,000+, right? That would be my personal preference. I would like to see higher prices. I think locally, of course, the value area high going to be very key. Why? Because of the confluence that we have of the value area high in the top of this triangle. So if we see a bit of a fake out of that value area high in the triangle, that for me would be the bigger short trade rather than this daily naked point of control. So that's really what I would like to see in terms of the reaction at the value area high top of this potential right triangle type move. If we actually can clear this into support, okay, so if we clear this into support, yeah, I mean, you got to really honestly be expecting this to come up to above $70,000. So for me on this short trade, my stop's already in profits, and my expectation honestly is that we will go above and hit above $70,000 at least. So yeah, champions, you already know this. It's as I told you this morning, right? I'm favoring a bullish scenario. I'm favoring bullish Elliott wave counts. I am overall looking for higher prices to come. So again, level by level, right? With next level we got is the value area high. But for me, yes, flip this into support, and I do think above $70,000 extremely likely next week. So it'll be a nice start to, or you could call it end of the week, start of the week. But yeah, let's see how things are going along. So yeah, that was the reason for my longs on Pepe, by the way. And yesterday, obviously, I took another Pepe long, and that was simply from filling the wick down here. So we kind of filled the wick, ended in even a swing failure pattern of the low. I actually can show you this because this was quite a nice on Pepe. So I had this Pepe long. Okay, took a Pepe long yesterday down here upon filling. Look at how I've been scalping Pepe. Kind of nice. I bought this original wick, sold it here. So this is closing the whole position. There's no partial profits or anything. Bought the low here, sold it here. Then yesterday, I bought around the SFP of this wick, sold it all here. And then again this afternoon, I bought the retest of around the value area low. And well, I haven't sold it all yet. But the last 3 scalps on this have been pretty nice, right? Scalp trade, and now looking for another scalp trade. Just quick ins and outs. You know, this is like this was around $80 a profit. This was around, you know, even $30 a profit. Now I'm sat in another $40 a profit. So, you know, it's just quick trades, ins and outs. And of course, this all comes together for the conservative trading account that I'm trading right now. This week we're on 2,000 alert. It's been a very nice week of trading. But of course, since the start of this account, we're up $4,000. And yeah, I'm on 100% win rate. And so the last few trades that I've been doing are really nice on Flocky and Pepe. You're going to see those last few trades. This updates every 24 hours. So tonight you'll be able to show you those new trades. But I'm honestly very proud and happy with the progress of this account. And, you know, I really made it just to show you what is possible. Okay, this is... I will even admit myself, kind of unrealistic, because to hit 100% win rate after this many trades... That's kind of unheard of. This is very hard to do, and I don't want to say this is realistic. Like, even to people watching this, this is very, very, very hard, and I'm surprised myself that I haven't lost a trade yet. But we're still going. There are still no losses, and yeah, long may it continue, because I'm very much enjoying it. So we'll see how these trades end, but currently in a little bit of profits once again. And again, these are just quick ins and out. You know, if we can continue to make a few $100s a day on that account, who's complaining about a few $100s a day? Not me. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with how that's going, to be honest with you. See any other questions around in here? Okay, so this is a good question. Daniel, oh yeah, by the way, shout out to Muff. Hello, my friend. Still on DXM, my friend. And Stevens here says, Daniel, you are amazing. That was not the one I wanted to say. Thank you ever so much, though. I want to go for this, the lower CME gap. So, yeah, we are obviously going to open with a bit of a CME gap here on Bitcoin. So this price closed, of course, Friday 1945. What I like to do, come up to 1945 on the Friday. Not Friday. You're looking around here. So we're going to open with a bit of a gap. So the CME basically closed around here. And now with prices opening around here, we're going to have a bit of a gap to the upside, right? Again, this for me is not bearish. I'm not the type of trader that says, oh my God, a CME gap, we got to drop. You know, no, I don't really don't think like that. So it's good to be aware that this is where the CME gap will be, around here, again, around this type of price. I'm looking at the Bybit chart, of course, but this is where around we're going to see that CME gap. So it could line up nicely. Again, I am absolutely leaning more bullish now. Okay, I am. But this could be an opportunity as we go into the CME Open. Again, this is another 3 hours away. But if we do see this around a CME Open, reject off the top of the trend line, even making its way up to the daily naked point of control for a bit of a fake out of that triangle, coming back into the value area high, well then, yeah, going into Monday morning, London Open, of course, we can be looking for that to come down and fill the CME gap. But at the end of the day, yeah, I wouldn't look to short this because of the CME gap, right? I would look to short this if we come up and we get a nice reaction, let's say, off the daily naked point of control, right? So I'm not shorting because of the CME gap. I know a lot of people are very, 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 very obsessed with CME gaps, but me, not so obsessed, like not so caring of it. I trade more acceptance into the CME gap, look for the CME gap fill, not, okay, I'm going to short Bitcoin because we got a CME gap, right? Nah, not the way I trade it. Yeah, that's that is my thought process there on the CME gap. Thank you very much for the info, etc. You are more than welcome, my friends. Hi Daniel, please can you tell us how you find range through fixed range profile, from which point we have to draw? So basically with this fixed range profile, I take it from where I kind of start to understand where the range will be. And I have a very, very nice example of this. So I will show you this very quickly. I need to find the point in the video, but I do have a pretty good example of this. So it is an example, but first here. I actually want to, let me try and find it. This was obviously the video 1 day ago now where I was literally telling you 69,375, that's the target to short. And I think you have to honestly agree, right? That was the best short possible in the world. Right on that monthly naked point of control. What a call that was. Target 69,375. We rose over $1,000 to the upside to tap perfectly the target 69,375. And of course, that is where I took my nice short trades, bringing it all the way down to the low. But that is not what I want to show you in this bit of the video. I actually want to try and show you where I called for the support. And I'm showing you this, and then I'll give you a good explanation of why, basically, to answer your questions. So let me just do this for you. I will try and find where I had it located. You see where I'm putting the range here? So let's just listen in. So this is just something you might want to write down. If we lose 66,800, 68, very. So listen carefully to where I said the support will be. Again, I called 69,375 target. Of course, we had the naked point of control, but then below it, this is how so you can get in my brain here. Lows would be around 60. Okay, so local point of control, very lows would be around 66,800. So this is just something you might want to write down. If we lose 66,800, that is a major sign of weakness here, low. Okay, so I'm giving the price level of 66,800. You heard it there, right? 66,800. That is the must hold support. Okay, and that's where I'm envisaging the range low after calling where the high will be at 69,375. That was 24 hours ago, right? We went on, my friends, to put in the high at exactly the target of 69,375. You all know I shorted there. I've already showed you that short position. I can even load it up during this stream and show you once again, because why not? Let me load this up really quickly just to show you, I got the short in at the absolute high of the move. Okay. And stop loss is obviously now in profit. So, this was more of a hedged trade. Happy to just take the stop order on that trade in profits. But yeah, I shorted literally the very high there at 69,300. But then where did the low come in? My friends, you heard what I said, 66,800. Let's put this as the key level. The key level, let's put it in here. Let's double click and let's type in 66,800. That was my absolute key level of support. And look what happened. From the absolute high of the move, target got hit, 69,375. I took the short trades. Price crashed down. And where did it bounce from, my friends? 66,800. Look at this on the lower term time frame. We'll go on the 1 minute chart. Just look at the respect from the absolute high of the move to the absolute low of the move. Look at that. Wick through, test, retest 66,800. That is a reclaim of the level. Massive pump to the upside. Okay, so the question was, how do I start to recognize these ranges? And you can see the advantage that we have as traders to recognize that before everybody else, right? And again, this is not hindsight. This was given out for free here on YouTube, hours in advance, the exact high of the move, to then call you the most major support at the low at 66,800. I gave you in advance the exact high and the exact low of the move on Bitcoin. How did I do this and know that that was the key level? Because my brain works like this. I start to recognize the range before anybody else starts to understand it. Okay, that is my edge in this market. Again, I try and do this in the most humble way possible, but simply put, I mean, my results speak for themselves, right? I am very good, 100% win rate, at recognizing these key moves, these best trades before everybody else knows about them. Okay, so how did I recognize this? I'm starting to recognize, well, we formed a lovely impulse off the low. And if you remember back even a few more videos, I called this is the low. That's where I ended my compound. Anyway, I'll try and stop talking about those good trades. Because, yeah, really simply, I started to recognize this is the low of the range because this is where we started to form the consolidation. So this was the impulse. This was our consolidation of sideways price action before the extended move to the upside. So we can view this as a very quick A, B, C type move. So if I'm thinking to myself, where would the pullback be after hitting the target? Well, we had a daily naked point of control, 67,350, which for me was very key, which in the end went through like butter. There was no reaction. And we ended at the liquidity of where I recognized would be at 66,800. And that was simply from recognizing where the high level of liquidity is. Okay, so the low of this liquidity point is where we can say is support, because if we lose this, well, then we can be looking for a massive drop to the downside. That would be a big sign of weakness. But in the end, you test a massive crucial support level, well, naturally it holds the support and you get a big bounce to the upside, right? You come down for the retest, you come up for the retest here. We're just holding higher highs and higher lows. And for me, yeah, I am leaning more bullish. I am expecting continuation to the upside, to be honest with you. That's why, I've already got stop losses set in profits on that short. It's kind of more of a hedge trade. Why? Because ultimately I am expecting above $70,000. So yeah, that is... a little brief talk through of how I find fixed ranges. Of course, I do have a really, really nice video, by the way, in the courses of our website. This would be under channels and also under volume. So if you enter the course under channels and volume, I have two nice videos. Look how old this is, from 2019. This was Daniel with no beard, but in 2019 I made a video about the parallel channels, of how I do the channels, and I also then made another video for fixed ranges. What year was this in? This would have been in 2020. Look at me here. In 2020, I made another video explaining the fixed ranges. And here in 2024, I'm still using the same theories. I'm still extracting the same profits. And that's how I timed the low, or gave the low, basically, of 66,800 using that theory, and why I now still do remain bullish and looking for higher prices. Key level of support, it got tested. Well, the rest is history as we now continue to look for higher. So I hope you enjoyed that quick walkthrough. Oh, look at this. We're trying now to break above 66,300 again. Let's see if we can do that. I love you so much. You're humble. I honestly, this is something, I always would call myself like a humble person. Like I do feel I'm very humble I do feel I'm a humble person. But one thing that I've always struggled with in the past is like my competitive nature. And when I do take wins, I do like to celebrate my wins. And I think sometimes there was this, I would over celebrate, and people would say, oh, Daniel, you're not being humble, etc. And I listened to that feedback, and I really tried to control myself a little bit, because I can understand how it was maybe I over celebrated, maybe, let's say, but anyway. There you go, 1,000 Flocky. This is why we love you, Mup. And thank you for the other comments. If you want to get Flocky on the perpetual swap, type in 1,000 Flocky. There you go. And this is why it pays heavily to have a great community. There is 1,000 Flocky. That is how you buy it. Well, that's not how you buy it. That's how you add it into TradingView. Okay, so actually what we can do here is we can add this up where it is Flocky. There is Flocky, and I will do our analysis in a little while, move this over. Okay, so that's how you go from the spot pair to the perpetual contract, which is what we're trading, so it makes more sense, even though you can see the prices are extremely, extremely similar. It's not going to make too much difference. But yeah, at the end of the day, better to trade the pair that we are, chart the pair we are trading And so yeah, 1,000 flocky, that's how you get it. Thank you ever so much, my friends. That is amazing. Calling pump after 25% increase. My friend, I have been long from the absolute low of this move, so I'm not calling for a pump after a 25% increase. I've been calling for a higher ever since I entered my original long on this, which was, this is a compounded long. I originally had this long from like $58,000. I then compounded it to double my size from half a Bitcoin to 1 Bitcoin. You know, this trade is in $7,700 of profit. So I'm not calling for a pump after 25% increase. I was calling a pump before the 25% increase. Here for free on YouTube, I was calling for that, by the way. So yeah, I take your comment, but I also say, lol, this was given out before the 25% increase. The people that paid attention, they would know, because they could also be in similar trades, because we have been calling for this pump, yes, before this 25% increase in price, my friends. And much love, much love. Daniel, what made you trade meme coins so early on? You did it with Shiba Inu last cycle and now Pepe. Great foresight. Honestly, the Shiba Inu, I will always say Shiba Inu, I got very lucky on. I basically have a Shiba Inu as a dog. And I also had Shiba Inu before it was a really popular dog. My Shiba Inu, what is now like 10 years old? Like my actual dog is like 10, 11. But this was kind of before it was like a meme. But basically, I saw Shiba Inu at literally one sat, and I was like, well, I have a Shiba Inu. There's a Shiba Inu coin. I'm going to invest in it. And well, you all know how that ended, like the biggest trade in the world. Almost like that was a crazy trade. So yeah, Shiba Inu was more luck than anything. I'm not even going to lie about that. Pepe, though, Pepe was from the technical analysis. Pepe is a really nice coin to trade. Like it does respect the technical analysis really nicely. Like the levels that you get on it are just, of course, it has a lot of volume that flows through it, but really Pepe is, I mean, you can see for yourself here, look at that swing failure pattern to like the sat. And that's just one example just here locally. Like Pepe literally does respect TA very well. So if you are getting into altcoins, I would say you can check out Pepe again. I don't really care if you trade it or not at the end of the day, but I trade Pepe quite a lot now, and it's simply because it respects the technical analysis very nicely indeed. So it's, you know, it's kind of a, yeah, that's why I trade Pepe now. And so yeah, mainly it's just because I think they have very nice charts, more than anything else. Okay, we'll keep our eyes on this. Let me see what else we got in here, my friends. Here we go. These are the comments I like. Smash the likes. Please, my friends, if you're enjoying it here, smash the likes. Hit that like button, and then maybe you'll have some of this positivity from my heart coming to you, my friends, via the power of this video. Through that like button, you will gain a little bit of good karma, and we are going to have a brilliant time together watching Bitcoin rise. Let's put our faith. If you talk about it, it's going to happen, right? Let's build up this rise to test the value area high on Bitcoin. That's what I want to see right now. Would like to see a little bit more of a rise to the upside at the very least. Yeah. Following you since 2020, still battling the trading game legends. Man, it's been a good journey, right? It has been a good journey. It's crazy to think how long I've been here. So I've been trading now, actually coming on 14 years. So I've been in this trading game a while now, and I enjoy it. From the first day I was starting to now in 2024, like, yeah, I think you could say I'm one of the OGs. And I enjoy it. I enjoy every second of the day. There's not many people, let's be honest. I don't think there's many people that would still come out here every day like I'm doing it. You could say I've completed life. I've reached financial freedom. I've got more profits from trading than most people could imagine in their lifetime. And I take that as a blessing. I do not take that for granted. So I am so thankful to the markets, to the opportunities, the way they changed my and my family's lives. It's a true blessing, and I'm truly thankful from my heart. I was truly blessed with the gift of trading, and what it gives me is not something I ever want to lose, not something I'll ever take for granted, and something that I honestly want to give back. I truly want to give back in the greatest and most meaningful way possible, right? I've done things before like charity work, and I was having a very good conversation of what is the best way that I could give back to people. Is it like building a school? Is it like building say going to building wells? Is it X, Y, and Z different ways? That there's many different charitable things that you can do, right? And like, what is everybody's calling? And I was actually having a really deep conversation about building a school in one of my favorite places in the world, Colombia. Viva Colombia. I'm a very, very big fan of Colombia. And it was like, would my time, because I would want to be actively involved in this process, but I do not have the knowledge of the building a school. I do not have the contacts to start this process, right? So this is something that I have to understand my calling, and I truly believe that my calling from the greater power is trading. And so my gift is trading, and I can give back to the biggest amount of people. We have thousands of people watching these videos, and if I try my best, if I do it with the greater good and with the means of helping people, I feel that, I'm very honestly, feel very happy and blessed that I can come on here just doing something as simple as this. You might think it sounds stupid, but making a video where I call the exact high, hours in advance. Well, people, if they absorb that information and use it, they actually can be making some really, really good trades, right? So I don't know, this kind of for me is, I feel like my purpose in life is truly to teach people how to trade. And again, it might sound a bit stupid, but I truly believe that. Like I feel it in my heart, and I feel that my calling truly is just to teach people how to trade. I have a big community. I have a big reach, so to speak. We're on 85,000 subscribers. I have a pretty big reach. And the people that want to learn, they will find me. I've said this before. The algorithm does not push my content. Okay? The algorithm does not want people watching these videos. Why? Because these are powerful videos. They'll get pushed the channels that are going to waste their time, that are going to lose the money, that are literally going to scam them. Those are the channels that will get pushed. People will lose their money and comment saying, this guy's a scammer, I just lost all my money, on all of these channels that get pushed by the algorithm. Because that's what the algorithm wants. They want people to waste their money. They want people to lose. They want them to be stuck in the rat race. These videos that I truly feel are powerful, that are helping people. It's so simple. Watch the video, understand the targets. Like, this is pretty powerful information, but this is not going to get pushed by the algorithm. It's not going to happen. People are not going to want to learn how to trade. They're not going to want to educate themselves and make themselves a better person, okay, a better trader. Okay, they're going to get pushed the rubbish out there. And that just is what it is. But the people that do want to learn, the people that are actually here for the long term, they will find a video. It will take longer, but they will find it. They will get that calling. It will be shown to them one day. And I'm just here for the journey, whether it's to one person, whether it's to 1,000 people, whether it's to 100,000 people or 1 million. I'm not here for that number. I'm just here to share every single day. And that's what I'm doing, and I'm very happy doing it, right? I'm very, very happy doing it. So, and I think that's a nice position to be in. That's kind of a nice place to be. I think. So, yeah, let's see what else we got here. So, let me see. How much fees did you pay to close that position? So these fees that I pay to open and close, for these smaller sculpts that I'm taking, it's literally like 20 cents. So for me, it's pretty much minuscule. I'm on a pretty nice VIP level, so the fees are very small. Yeah, yeah, so to open, you can see here, to open this position, I'm paying about $1, but I've also paid funding fee on this now. So yeah, maybe like half a dollar, 50 cents to open and close a trade. So I think that's pretty decent, to be fair. But Bybit does truly just have very good fees. Like the fees are low on Bybit, right? So yeah, I'm paying about half a cent, even less. You know, I think it's actually, this is because of the funding. It's about like 20 cents to open and close the trade. So, no, I can see here. No, it's averaging about half a cent, so around 0.5, less than a dollar, right, to open and close the trade. So yeah, it's not too bad. See what other comments we have in here. Do you think Bitcoin will hit the top of the triangle? Yes, I do think Bitcoin will hit the top of the triangle. I'm not saying it has to go there right now, this second, but I do think Bitcoin can hit the top of this triangle. It is sat on the value area high, so this would be a very nice thing to do. Again, if you look at this, it's going to have to take a few hours, right? So this is where we've hit that naked point of control. We can get a bit of a retracement, but if we come up on the right time, we can see how this will coincide. Value area high, top of the triangle together. Just needs to take another few hours. But do I think that's going to happen? Yeah, for now, I have no reason not to think that. So yes, my answer is I do think that is going to happen. What watch are you wearing today? This is a Day-Date Rolex. I'll show you this. I'm also like a bit of a watch fan, so you can take a look at this. This is what I'm wearing today. I love the color. I don't know how well you can see this. This is a lovely rose gold chocolate dial. I like this watch. It's kind of nice. But that's what I'm wearing today. What else we got in here? Oh, look at this, my friend. We just had a donation. Hello, my friend. Always listening, always enjoy listening to you. Bitcoin has been such a nice baby last few weeks. So many opportunities and profit made with ETH and BTC. Keep up the good work, my friend. Thank you ever so much. I do appreciate that. Very kind indeed. Again, I will always say there's no need for donations, but of course, I'm going to say thank you ever so much. Yeah, that is a very nice thing to say, and I do appreciate it. I do mean that. But yeah, I'm just happy to be here. I truly am. I'm just happy to be here. That is my favorite watch. So I do like this watch. From Vietnam, we have a guy from Vietnam in here. I love Vietnam. I've been there and I love your country so much. Vietnam is honestly in my top 3 countries that I've been to in the world. Vietnam is so beautiful. Beautiful, lovely people, great culture, good food. Yeah, I loved Vietnam. That has some of the best sights, like visually, like the countryside. Oh, it was beautiful. Yeah, so shout out to you, my friends, all the way over from Vietnam watching this video. Beautiful. Take another question, see if we got anything about trading. We'll take a look at the order flow. Let's take a look at the order flow, because I know this is what a lot of people struggle with. So we can see open interest increasing during this move to the upside, so we can understand why are we getting this little bit of a pullback here. Well, into the absolute high, we did have over 5 million longs into the 68,300 that daily naked point of control, and also previous day point of control. So this is a little bit not what you want to see, and we obviously did get this slight pullback where to previous day EQ. So I mean, this is such a massive mini scalp, but these types of moves you can make profits on if you are a very low term time frame quick trader. You know, if you see that order flow and you take your short there, you take it back down to this low, right? And you're looking into previous day equilibrium. We're talking about a move there of 0.26%. you can make profit with a move of 0.26%. This for scalp traders is a profitable move. Okay, so you have to be very quick in and out, but this types of moves, you can make profits on it if you're quick enough, right? I did not take this short because I am looking for higher. But yeah, someone could have shorted that and made profits if they took their if they, in and out quick enough. But yeah, for me, I did not take this short because I do think that we're going higher. We'll wait and see if I'm right or wrong. But yeah. I am gonna have to also wrap this stream up in about 5-10 minutes because, well, it's very late here. Coming on like 12:30 at night. So yeah, it is becoming a little bit late. I'll do like 1 or 2 more questions, and then I'll start to wrap up this stream. This is a good question. Daniel, if you are extremely poor, how do you go about building from nothing? What starting capital would you need? Okay. And I guess we have to think about what extremely poor is. Because yes, extremely poor from my perspective would mean you wouldn't even have a computer. So at that point, so I'm not going to take it too extreme. Let's say extremely poor is, well, you still have a computer, you still have at least some savings, let's say, because yes, we have to take it a little bit realistic if we're going to be talking about trading. So I would say, in terms of what capital do you need to start trading, I would honestly always recommend first people to actually trade on a demo account. So do not trade live money straight away. Why is this? Because you do honestly want to learn before you start trading. Because a lot of people will go straight into real money trading and they'll lose all of their money. And then they'll be like, why did I lose all my money? Well, it's because you had no idea what you're doing, right? And that is normal. And I'm not having to go at anyone, but it's very, very, very common that people will just come into the charts and start trading. Maybe they get a bit of a lucky streak even at first, but eventually they'll lose it all. And that's simply because of a lack of education. So now you've heard that come out my mouth, if that's what's happening to a lot of people, why would you start off straight away with real money? If the highest probability is you're going to lose it all because you don't know what you're doing, well, trade with fake money, okay, on a demo account until you know what you're doing. And then you can trade on the real account, right? That makes a lot more sense in my opinion. So you can actually start trading with nothing. And that is what I would recommend. Learn, educate yourself. Once you're at least intermediate and you have a good grasp, then maybe start to add real money. And what starting capital do you need? I really would say, honestly, I think at least $1,000. I think $1,000 to $5,000 is like perfect. Okay, I do think $1,000 to $5,000 is really good. And obviously on this account, for the longest time, I was trading position sizes of only between $1,000 to $3,000. And I built it to $2,000 profit with just using like $1,000 to $3,000 size. So that was in like 1 month of trading with only using $1,000 to $3,000. I made $1,000 in profit. That just goes to show you like the kind of gains that you can make. If you have $3,000 in 1 month, I had $1,000 profit. Right, so that's a large percentage. Now I've started increasing my position sizes a bit more. But yeah, that's just to give you a little bit of idea. Again, you have to do what you're comfortable with, right? You could start with less. I suppose you could start with less. But I really would say $1,000 is a nice starting point. So yeah, that's kind of what I would say there. Hi, another nice comment here. Kevin says, I've watched a lot of YouTubers and experts, but I've learned the most watching Daniel over the years. That is a very kind comment. Once again, thank you ever so much. I do truly enjoy helping people, seeing these types of comments. It always brings a smile to my face. So yeah, thank you ever so much. Blessings to you, my friend, as well. Yeah, I'm just here happy to help, to be honest with you. So thank you ever so much. Um, I'll take one final comment. I'll try and find a nice comment. Um, here you go. This one is it. What exchange offers a demo account in America? Chat, you're gonna have to help me out here. I am obviously not American, so I wouldn't like to say 100%. Yeah, someone's gonna have to. Someone comment. I'm sure there's gonna be an American in here that knows an exchange that offers a demo account. I honestly have no idea. Yeah, I wouldn't like to say on America, to be fair. So yeah, that we're gonna have to go to the chat. This is a nice question to end with. Daniel, where do you see chart champions in a couple of years? Such an interesting thought, but honestly, I'm happy with where it is now. If I'm totally honest with you, I enjoy where it is now, the size it is now. I think I have no massive plans or wants of changing, to be honest. I'm just really content with how we're going. Of course, I think we can keep on making little improvements here and there, making our quality better. Okay, I want to add in quizzes and stuff to the website, so little quality of life improvements. But overall, I'm really content with how it is, to be honest with you. And so we have a few comments. Bybit used to. Bybit, I'm pretty sure, still do have demo trading. Of course, this is all real accounts that I'm on. But the thing is, I don't think Bybit is on USA, and that's why I didn't say Bybit, to be fair. But there is demo trading in here. I cannot fully remember how you set it up. But yeah, Bybit does have a demo trading that you can access. I think you have to access it. Yeah, I honestly can't remember, but you can Google it and you'd be able to find it very quickly, I'm sure. Also, yeah, another one recommended here is Femex. So Femex is also another exchange that you can use for demo trading, and Femex is allowed in the USA, I'm pretty sure, right? So that's pretty good. And I will end by saying this then. So if you are interested in joining, well, maybe you have access to Bybit, otherwise BingX or Femex for the USA users. If you are interested across at Chart Champions on the deals page, right? Or if you are a member, you can come over to Chart Champions and click on the deals page. Here we do have some partnerships with these exchanges. So this is kind of just a win-win for everybody. And if you are interested in Femex, this would be for when you're ready for real trading. Otherwise, you can still create the account now, I suppose, for the demo trading. But yeah, Femex, I'll leave it here in the comments. You can come along and take a look at it if you want. If you sign up via this link, basically, you can have a little bit of extra bonuses on your sign up. So yeah, you can decide if you would like that, yes or no. But yeah, I'll put that in the comments should you want to come along to the deals page and sign up one of those exchanges or links. Top Step, by the way, is a prop firm. So this is a prop firm. These are two crypto exchanges. Bybit, of course, crypto exchange. Quantara is the software Igor's using, and this is just your standard VPN. There if you want it. If you don't, no worries at all. Yeah, I'm going to start to wrap this one up now. This was just kind of more of a stream to say hello, hope you're well, give you a quick update of what I would like to see, which I would like to see this value area high tested. Of course, currently rejecting from the daily naked point of control 68,300. So yeah, few final notes from myself. I would like to see that value area high tested on the top of the triangle. If we reclaim that into support, so let's just say we flip the daily naked into support, because for me on that triangle, I would be looking, of course, for the fake out trade, which looks something like this, to fill then that CME gap. But if we actually go ahead and flip this into support, okay, so there's no fake out and we flip that into support, this daily naked point of control, that's where, I will remain with this same bias of looking actually for above $70,000 next. Okay. So yeah, that's my thought process locally. The next level that I would like to see tested, the triangle that you could add on, so we're all on the same page. And yeah, if you want to see more from myself, you know where you can get it. chartchampions.com. This is where we got the whole educational library. It's where we go into the chat and I post about my trades every day of the week. I'm posting about trades, what I'm taking, what I'm looking at, like everything about the trades. I'm always posting about. Look at that. That was one of the predictions that I gave of that low of the compound back on the 25th. Take the low, pump. That's what happened. Take the low, and now here we are at $67,000. So yeah, that's where I'm giving these magic line predictions. This is from a daily. This is from an altcoin stream. I do have live streams every day of the week for the members. I got a live stream tomorrow for the members. I got then another live stream on Tuesday for the members. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Got a lot of streams lined up for member-only content, live trading content, educational content, everything that you need in a one-stop shop. I'll leave that decision up to you. We got a Dubai event coming up, so we do in-person events. We do a lot basically for the members. So yeah, if that's of interest to you, chartchampions.com. Thank you ever so much, everybody. I do honestly mean that. If you've enjoyed, you know what to do. Hit that like button. I will say thank you ever so much once again. Have a brilliant day. And yeah, enjoy the rest of your evening. See how the CME Open goes. Remember the CME gap. And yeah, that value area high test that I'd like to see next. Reclaim that. Put towards 70K. If we get the fake out, of course, we can short, take profit 1 CME gap. And yeah, that's basically the thought process that I got going on what I'd like to see next. So yeah, cheers everybody. Hope you've enjoyed. Thank you ever so much. And that's me signing out. Cheers. Thank you, and goodbye.